Hey guys. Earlier today I did a get ready with me and I mentioned my peach makeup collection, and I figured I would just take a minute to give you guys a tour of what I was talking about. I'm super pasty, so I feel like colors show up very vividly on my skin, so I get kind of picky about the particular tones that are in them. Obviously these colors are going to be distorted because my camera sucks, but let me show you a few things. I've got this peach eyeshadow duo. This peach is really pretty. It's pretty intense. It's like a salmon pinky orange. That's called the Peach Squad. And I really like this shade. This shade is less pigmented than it looks. It's a shimmer shade. I really like this color combined with this Keep It Peachy blush from Wet n Wild. This is much more of a light yellow, orange, golden peach, and it looks really, really nice with this pinky orange peach. You could use this as a blush. Sometimes I use it as a transition shade with this one. Another thing I have here is this palette from Wet n Wild. It's a lot of like golden fall tones. And this color on the end is a really yellow ochre gold that's really pretty, and the other side is a really neutral, like gray brown. These shimmers aren't super great, and I don't really use that purple. The white is okay. Sometimes I'll use that to do my lid before I put a shimmer shade on, that light one. And I use this color and these colors to kind of just deepen in my crease. All four of these look good with these two peaches. Actually, all of these except for maybe this bottom row. So, I'm always looking for things with like similar colors and densities, but things that like really work well together. I think sometimes it's difficult to put a lot of really different colors together on your face. It starts to look confusing. Actually, I can't open that with one hand since I'm using the other hand to hold my camera. So the next one, this is the e.l.f. highlighter. It's gold. I don't know if they always have this. This is one I got at Christmas, but it's too yellow to be a highlighter. It's very thick and pigmented, so I actually use this on my lid a lot with these two, because this is like a bright yellow shimmer, and it's really dense. It looks good with the yellow peachy orange and the pinky peachy orange. And then for shimmer, I really like the Cruella de Vil Super Shock highlighter. It's hard to see in this light, but this is a duochrome. It's got a little bit of pink in it, and this also looks super good on top of those peachy tones. It's very sparkly. It does not make a good highlighter, I don't think, because it has chunks of glitter in it. So, this is a highlighter I actually got from the dollar store, and this is one I kind of do use as a highlighter, and I do use it on my upper lid. It's like a wet sheen metallic yellow gold. It's a little more white than the e.l.f. one. It's a little more translucent than the e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. one is definitely more of like an eyeshadow. This is very much like an illuminating powder, as it says. And it's less chunky than the ColourPop Villains one. This one's kind of chalky and glittery. So, yeah. I'm gonna go open this one off camera and come back since I need two hands. Okay, I got it open. This is e.l.f. It's like a bronzer and a blush. It's St. Lucia. I probably use this highlighter a little bit more than I use the bronzer, just because I'm a little more comfortable with the blush highlighter. But they're both pretty. They're kind of shimmery, but they're very subtle shimmer, which I like about them a lot. And they have a nice, really subtle color. Most blush is like too intense for me. Sometimes I use that peach one as a blush, but only if I'm going for a more intense kind of like Hawaii cutesy, like little bit goofy look. But these are really natural and nice and neutral. So this little section right here is kind of like my go-to right now. Oh, I should talk about what lip colors I use with them. I have been using a lot of these two Wet n Wild shades. The Liquid Catsuit and Matte, like this Give Me Mocha. This brown one looks really great with all those colors. And this Toffee Talk, this neutral one, you know, kind of depending on how I put those together. So these two I really like with all of those colors. And sometimes I'll wear them both with the like plumberry lip liner from Wet n Wild. I actually have a gray one from Essence that I use with the Toffee Talk. This is like a purple gray. It looks good with a gray brown. And I also have up here these 3 Wet n Wild like $1 lipsticks that I like. These I can wear without a lip liner because they're super see-through. This one's like Java. We've got Sunset Peach and Dark Rose Frost. So they all have like a color to them, but then also like a shimmer. And these are my favorite lip glosses from the dollar store. I've got like just the clear and the pearlescent gold one. But whether those, I mean, by themselves or with, you know, anything. So yeah, that's most of what I've been using recently. A lot of the stuff I didn't go over is just like brushes. I have a lot of different brushes. I paint a lot in my free time, like normally, so I think that I take a lot of that with me to makeup. I really like brushes, and I feel like I need to have this many. So yeah, I have all the different brushes. I use this primer water. It's cucumber because I love it. I've got the e.l.f. brush cleaner and the e.l.f. matte setting spray, and I kind of use those. I like the brush cleaner. I'm not totally sold on the matte setting spray. I'll probably use it till it runs out. I don't know, a whole bunch of natural deodorants. I've been on a natural deodorant journey. I've got some terrible stories about that. If you want to hear some terrible stories. But, yeah, so that's the majority of the collection that I'm using, like, on the regular, on the day-to-day. The rest of it is in this drawer. It looks worse than it really is, actually. A lot of this stuff is stuff that I try and I hold on to and I see if I can like it, but then if I don't like it, I'm going to move it on. But I do like all this, majority of the stuff in here actually at the moment. A lot of it's just a little bit too dramatic or too over the top for everyday use, so I just put it in the drawer so I don't distract myself in the morning when I'm getting ready. But if you guys want to see a video about the rest of my makeup collection, just let me know in the comments below.